Hello everyone, back to my channel, and today this story is about Isaac Newton. So let's begin. I am Isaac Newton. Hi there, I am Isaac Newton. I wasn't born on a sunny summer day like most birthdays, but on a crisp Christmas morning in a tiny English village a long, long time ago. Back then, everyone worried. I was too small, but I grew big and strong, just like the apple tree in our garden. Those apple trees were my best friends. I loved climbing their branches and building forts in their shades. But one sunny afternoon, something strange happened. I was playing near a tree with a plum. Red apple suddenly bounced off a branch and landed with a big thump right in front of me. It seemed silly, but a question popped into my head. Why did the apple fall down? Why not up towards the sky? No one else seemed to care. But that question stuck with me like a juicy seed. School was my favorite place. I loved books filled with stories and pictures, but the ones that talked about how the world worked were my favorites. My teacher noticed my curiosity and gave me even more special books. When I wasn't reading, I'd tinker and clocks, take apart toys, and see how things worked inside. One day, my family needed me to help on the farm. Chores like chasing chickens and fixing fences weren't much fun for me. I'd much rather be lost in a book or figuring out how a windmill spun. Luckily, a kind uncle saw how much I loved learning and convinced my parents to send me back to school. As I grew older, my questions about the world kept growing too. Why did the moon stay up at the night? While my ball always rolled away on the ground. What made a rainbow so colorful after a rainy day? I spent years studying and trying things out myself, just like putting together in a giant puzzle with some amazing discoveries in one piece. One of the coolest thing I figured out was gravity. It's like an invisible string that pulls everything towards the ground, just like that yummy apple. I also learned how light worked, why balls kept rolling after a push, and even how to write down ideas using special squirrels called math. My discoveries helped people understand the world in a whole new way. It felt amazing to know that my curiosity, sparkled by a bouncing ball, would lead to such big things. Even though I never stopped asking questions, my hair turned as white as snow over the years. But one thing never changed: the joy of learning and figuring out how our amazing world works. Here are some of the coolest things I discovered. Rainbow magic. I used a special glass prism to show that while light is actually made up of many colors, like the ones in a rainbow. Moon mystery. I figured out why the moon stayed up in the sky. It is because Earth pulls on it with gravity, just like Earth pulls on the apple. Moving matter. I discovered three special rules that explains how things move. One say things don't like to move unless you push or pull them. Another says moving things slow down over time. And the last says for every push there's always a pull in the opposite direction. These discoveries might sound a little grown up, but they are the building blocks for understanding how rockets fly, how ball bounce, and even why we stay on the ground when we jump. The world is full of incredible things to learn, and asking questions is the first step to amazing discoveries. So the next time you see a juicy apple, a colorful rainbow, or the moon shining bright, remember there, there might be a question hiding there, awaiting from a curious mind like yours to discover it. So, this is all about Newton. So, as you can see, Isaac Newton, Newton's full name is Isaac Newton, and he was born in 1643 and he passed away in 1727. And as we read in the story, he has discovered many, many amazing facts which you all will learn when you will grow up. Hope you all enjoyed this story session. Thank you.